you're considering selling your home, then stay tuned and watch this video because I'm going to be talking about seller mistakes that you're definitely going to want to avoid. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Carla here with Keller Williams Realty, your local realtor in Clarksville, Tennessee. And today I wanted to do a video over seller mistakes because not too long ago I did one over buyer mistakes. So it's only fair that we do both sides, right? So just some mistakes to avoid when during the selling process to make things go more smooth and to get you to the closing table and get that property sold. So let's get right into it. So first off, one of the mistakes I see sellers making, especially in this market, they think, oh, it's a seller's market, anything's gonna sell, everything's gonna sell. They'll price it way too high and then it can backfire on you. You come out the gate too high, especially if that property maybe needs some updating or some repairs. And a combination of those things plus being too high in this market, even in our crazy sellers market that we're in right now, can backfire on you and could lead to buyers walking in, getting that bad taste in their mouth and seeing that the house maybe needs some work, maybe needs some love. But then in addition to that, it comes out the gate too high in the pricing. Then what happens? Then the house ends up sitting for a while. And when a house sits for a while, it's no bueno. People start questioning it in the seller's market, like, why is this house sitting for a week? What's wrong with it? And then, you just don't get the offers that you were looking to get had you just gone out the gate, price, fair market value, not being overpriced. So definitely talk to your agent about that and get a good price point. Make sure your house stands out and that it's the obvious choice when buyers look at your home. Seller mistake number 2, not knowing what's going on with your own property. I have seen sellers that don't know what's going on until well into the transaction, and then we have the home inspection and it comes back, oh, you need a new roof, or your HVAC is on its last leg, or you have half a foot of water sitting in your crawl space, for instance. Those things can happen and it could be a deal killer. So to avoid that, you want to be proactive and consider getting a home inspection done, paying $300 or $400 for a home inspection. So you as the seller, as the homeowner, know what to expect, know what's going on with your property, you know all the things. So when a buyer does come to look at your home and does the home inspection and does all the things, there aren't any surprises. You already know what to expect and you can be proactive and actually get ahead of it and fix or repair anything that needs to be done before it even goes on the market. That is definitely a great strategy that I suggest to my sellers, to know ahead of time before going on the market what's going on with your home. Seller mistake number 3, this should go without saying, but unfortunately I have to say it. Please get professional pictures done. There's nothing that drives me crazy and other agents crazy when we're looking at homes that are $400,000, $500,000, or any home for that matter, and they have dark, terrible, grainy pictures on the MLS. Putting your best foot forward as a seller, you definitely want to invest or have your agent invest in getting professional pictures. I understand that sometimes there are caveats that time doesn't allow. You have to put on the market suddenly, unexpectedly, sooner than you expected. But whenever time allows, you definitely want to have you or your agent get professional pictures scheduled to put your home in the best light. Seller mistake number 4, not having your lawn in order. Just like when you meet a person, you have that first impression. You have that same first impression when you're selling your house to potential buyers that are pulling up into your driveway and looking at your home for the first time. You want that to be a positive experience. So please get your lawn in order, you guys. Mow your lawn, edge it, bare minimum. Lay some fresh mulch, put some planters out. Pressure wash the siding, please. If it's looking grimy, pressure wash that siding. Get your house looking good so you get that, that great first impression to these potential buyers. That will put you in a better light in the market and get you more or better offers. Seller mistake number 5 is not having your house deep cleaned when it hits the market. Again, this goes back to that first impression we were just talking about. Same goes for when the buyers walk in your home. You want them to experience this lovely, clean smell when they walk in the home. You don't want them to be hit in the face with a foul smell or smells of cooking and just not so great things. You want to make sure the house is just really deep cleaned so you get the best offers that you can to maximize the chance of getting those great offers as soon as you hit the market. Things like cleaning your baseboards, cleaning your fans, making sure all your appliances are clean. You guys, I went into really high-end houses that have just grime and food stuck onto the stovetop. No bueno. Make sure your doors have been wiped down and just all the things that you don't really think about, but it really makes a huge difference and a very big impression to get that house cleaned. So make sure you take care of that. Seller mistake number 6 is not removing your pets for showings. I know, don't come at me. I'm a pet person too, I get it. See, I got my pets too, you guys, I get it. Ooh. But as much as I love animals, it's definitely in your best interest as a seller to remove them if possible. I understand that it's not always feasible to remove them, but if possible, we definitely want to at least have them crated, if not all the way out of the house. The last thing I need as a buyer's agent, myself or my buyers, having to worry about your beloved pet escaping through the front door or escaping somehow, or getting tripped over or what have you during a showing or something happening to them. I don't want that stress. My buyers don't want that stress. And it's just best if you can just remove them for the showing. Also on that note, please make sure that your litter boxes, if you have them, are cleaned out and they're fresh. The last thing we want is to be hit in the face with a litter box smell when potential buyers walk in your front door, or anywhere in your house for that matter, when it's smelling fresh and clean. So please, if time permits, remove your pets for showings. Seller mistake number 7 is not neutralizing your home. Some people think, oh, in this market, the seller's market, I don't have to do a lot. I just throw a sign up in my yard and it's gonna sell. No, you still need to think about getting your best and highest offers right out the gate. And one of the ways you can do that is neutralizing your home, decluttering your home. And if you have, anything that's typically seen as maybe controversial or off-putting, maybe consider removing those things, those items from your home. And if you have a accent wall that's super, not neutral, if you have an aqua wall or something that's really unique in color, that may not appeal to the masses, consider painting that a more neutral shade. And that will definitely help with your showings. And if you have personal items, like naked pictures on your wall or just super personal items around your house, you're picking up what I'm throwing down, just put those personal items away while your house is on the market. Please. Thank you. Coming from the buyer's agent, thank you. Seller mistake number 8, be upfront from the start. When you're selling your home and you're not interested in doing any repairs on the property, then just say that out the gate. Say that up front so that all parties know, hey, I'm not willing to do any repairs. The last thing we want is to get under contract and go through inspections just to find out that the seller isn't interested in doing any kind of repairs or any improvements to the property. So if that's your position as a seller, that's totally fine. That's your right. Completely respect that. Just do everyone the courtesy of letting all parties know upfront that that's your intention, so that the buyers know, they're educated and know what they're getting themselves into from the start. Seller mistake number 9 is not having your house be easy to show. And what I mean by that is some houses you have to give like 24 or 48 hour notice. Some have tenants in them, so that can be a little bit more tricky. Some of them just say, the sellers work from home, so because of conference calls and whatnot, they can only show the house from this time to this time, from that time to that time, and it just makes things harder to show, and fewer buyers can work with the time, so you're gonna have fewer showings and ultimately potentially can lead to fewer offers. Again, I understand that some things can't be avoided and we can work around it if that's the case, but if possible, please make your home easy to show. All right, seller mistake number 10, last but not least, is being reasonable. So just like you as a seller would want to have a reasonable buyer on the other side to work with to get to the closing table, we definitely want you as a seller to be reasonable too. So just, you know, whatever you expect from the buyer, please expect that from yourself as well, to make it a smooth transaction and to get everyone to the finish line on the transaction. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you get in there and you don't want to fool with the repair, for instance, I'm just throwing an example out, then maybe you consider offering a buyer's concession in lieu of doing a repair. That's just a small example. Just making the house easy to get access to for inspections and things like that. Those are all things you can do as a seller to make things easier for the transaction and to get you to the closing table. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you got some good tips on seller mistakes to avoid. And if you are interested in selling your home in this market in Clarksville, it's a great time to sell, and you want to get your home comped, please reach out to me and I can give it a market analysis and see what your home would go for right now. If it hit the market, I'd be happy to do that. Please give me a call or email, whatever works best for you. Facebook Messenger, on my business page, that's fine too. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Seller mistake, what are we on? I don't know, what number are we on? Mistakes to avoid when you're, really? Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Are you done? He's shaking the goldfish. If you're considering selling your video, what?